Check one.
Check one, check one, check two, three, four. Mm.
The Trump is right there, Jake, so, yeah. And then if you could grab his camera.
This one, these are dead too?
Yeah, those are dead, yeah. So, all right. Okay, go ahead and fire up with the first question.
First question.
And then, like, how do you met Mara, of course.
Yeah, I'll skip that one.
Oh, go ahead. I don't care. Go. He was in a crib. That's the first time I met him. I was like, who is this guy? Just, oh, did you ready to start? Oh, serious?
No, seriously, that's great. Do you actually remember that? See?
Yeah, I do. I do remember that. We were living in Virginia in a naval housing. And my parents just cranked out the kids 4 in a row at the time. And Mar was number 4. And I remember them when they brought him home. And I just remember he was one hairy baby. And yeah, that's my first.
He told me a lot of stories. I would ad lib a lot of the questions. Because Mara told me that story about living in the van. Do you remember that?
I didn't live in a van. Mar lived in a van.
Yeah. So tell me how that began.
I don't know. I guess he just didn't like roommates, maybe. Or maybe he didn't like paying rent. I don't know. But he had it was a yellow van. It was like a Chevy van. It looked, we used to call it the Coke van, Coca-Cola, because it probably was an old Coke van. And he turned it into, he had a bed in the back. He played music all the time. I remember sometimes, because he would park it on the street where we used to live. And he was doing fine, because he worked, I guess, bagging groceries at the commissary, right here at 32nd Street. I forget, I've been in San Diego such a long time. But anyway, that's what he did. He would sit there, get off work, hang out, drink beers, and play his guitar. People would just drop, we'd walk up to his, walk out to the van and just, hey, what's up, and just hang out. That was.
Sometimes, I guess he told me that he just didn't see sometimes eye to eye with your dad. So he told me he would butt heads and so forth.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. That's he did. What son didn't? But I guess he regretted it. I can't really get into it what they talked about, or I guess he just didn't. I guess they were both disappointed in each other. I guess Dad wanted more from Mar, and I guess Mar expected more of a father, but that's the age-old story.
And then,
But they did. They got along once they got older.
do you guys remember the time when you guys went to the Philippines? He said that he took all the kids to the Philippines.
Yeah. It was pretty hectic. I just remember it was hot, humid. It was pretty. It was fun for a while, but it didn't last. We missed the States. That's all.
Do you think Mar enjoyed it?
To a certain extent, yeah. But I'm sure he would have, like we all, would have preferred coming home. So I really don't know for sure if he liked it or not. I liked it in certain parts, but we all missed the States. I mean, we were all raised here, so.
How was his relationship with both his sisters?
They got along great. He's good. He's a good brother. I mean, I liked him. He got along great with them. All his sisters, like your mom especially. So, yeah, it's great. Great relationship. I'm sure we had, and you can imagine, like the house that we grew up in was smaller than the house that we live in now, and there's 6 kids. Can you imagine that? And so we were all fighting over things and competing for things. But once we got older, it was a different view on the world and our siblings. And Mark was always a nice guy to me, a good guy. So he was good to me. He was good to his sisters. So.
What made him really stand out as a
Ah, the good stuff or the okay, the good stuff. He was just a nice guy. I mean, just hard to explain. He's easy to. Yeah, the thing I could I don't know how to simplify it, but he was like, if I bring him around with my friends, I'm proud to say this is my little brother Mar. That's how it summed it up. It wasn't like some of my friends would go like, that's not my brother, you know, but this was, that's Mar. This is my bro, and I liked him. I like hanging out with him. I kind of miss, you know, and it's kind of off topic. Recently, just sitting there and actually 4 years ago, sitting there talking about, spending a lot of time just talking about nothing, you know, wasting our time talking about nothing. But it was just, I kind of miss those times talking about nothing. Because I remember coming away from those nothing little talks, and they were just nice to hang out with them, talk to them.
He often talked about, or he kind of told me that, you know, he was sad about, can you maybe give shed some light about before Ron passed away? He wasn't in communication with Ron that much or something?
Not anything because of what Mar did. It was just what Ron was going through at his own time. I guess he was. I don't know if I should say that. Ron was an alcoholic, and he was just really tough to be around. I mean, for our own sanity, we all kind of broke away from him, and I felt guilty too. Once I went to, we hadn't talked in 10 years, and me and Ron, and when I finally met his wife, and I was looking through the photo album, I was thinking this was sad, just because there was a whole big photo album, 10 years of my brother Ron and I. He had a different life, but I just didn't have anything to do with him. That's the same kind of guilt that I'm thinking maybe that he felt that I felt, you know, like here's my brother my brother Ron that was just out of my life. I felt guilty that just for sanity's sake, that I didn't hang out with him anymore. But my brother Ron was turning his life around.
Do you feel like Ron's passing changed Mar at all?
I don't know. I wish it had changed me more. It's seeing the mortality of all, you know, just don't last forever. And actually, you know, a sibling does die. I was shocked. I remember the first time I heard my brother Ron had died. I was like, wow, a family member of ours actually died. And I just thought that only happened to other people. So I don't know how it affected him, but he was there for the funeral, and it was really quick. And again, we didn't spend as much time together we should have. So.
And were you really happy that Mar got to share your wedding?
Oh yeah. Pretty inexpensive wedding pictures, you know. He cut us a good deal. No, it wasn't that. It was just great that he was there. Great to see him. He came all the way out there to Hawaii. So I was just glad to see him.
So can you tell me who all came to your wedding?
God, it seems like half of my wife's family. So, and there's and a lot of my family too, mainly my wife's family, because it was a big undertaking. And I guess Japan is easier for people to come in from Japan. And also her family's also from Japan and Hawaii, so it's easier to get more of them there. But a lot of my family's there too. You know, my siblings were there.
And then this might be kind of hard, and I'm not trying to do it for the film, but you know, by all means, you don't have to hold back the tears. But if Mar was here and you were talking to him right now, what would kind of words you would like to tell him that you didn't get to before today? And speak that as if Mar was here, you know, say, talking to him.
I don't know if this would sound right, but I wish he would have taken, I would tell him, take better care of yourself, dude. You know, that was it. mean, you've had that doesn't sound right. A few wake-up calls, man. And when I look at my siblings, I'm going, they've had wake-up calls. I've had wake-up calls too that life is not permanent. I don't know what makes me think I'm going to be here forever. I'm like, just don't waste time.
What kind of things did you do you wish you at least tell them that you weren't able to tell them out of your heart? Maybe anything special?
I really respected his friends, his choice in friends, and how people just really, really loved and cared for him. I really liked that and respected that. And he just, I don't know if he, like me, I'm like kind of standoffish. I push people away, but he seemed like pretty easy to get along with,
And then, can you tell me just a little bit about his music? He had few music talent. How did that come about?
He was persistent. I mean, I would look at a music book, I guess, and we all played instruments at one time, or tried to. In my case, tried to. But it doesn't matter how hard you try. If you don't have any talent, you're not going to make it, and I didn't have any talent. But Mar had a lot of talent. He picked up stuff, and he stayed at it. But, yeah, he's good. I wish he pushed it further, his talent.
Was he musically inclined when he was younger?
You mean like could he sing or something like that? I don't know.
Where do you think his love for playing instruments and art?
Oh, he likes. I guess we grew up listening to the Beatles. 60s era, 70s. I guess he liked the music and he wanted to play it. This well before a lot of people's time, but that was the greatest music ever. And he wanted to play like that. That's. I mean, I like music too, but there's like no way I could tell my brain could tell my hands to move or my voice to sing. But he had talent, Doesn't matter how hard you wish it. It's not, if you don't have any talent, it's not going to happen. Mar had talent, I wish he would have pushed more in that direction, but he was very talented. He was very artistic. I remember that he could draw stuff. He went to one of my college classes because I took like an art class once, and I dropped out. And I remember he drew this little. I go, damn. How did everyone in my family knew how to draw except me. I was just barely above stick figures, but it didn't surprise me because he was very talented. He just picked up stuff. He knew stuff. I guess we were in high school, and I got a car. I was trying to save money on. He could pick up stuff really good and try it anyway, save money on installing a stereo. I was having trouble with it, and he wired it all up and installed it for me in my car. So, good job.
Okay, let's do Paul.
Okay.
Thanks